The vast African savanna stretched endlessly under the golden hues of the setting sun. Dry winds whispered through the tall grass, and the distant calls of wild animals echoed across the open plains. A young orphan boy named Tariq wandered barefoot, his tattered clothes barely protecting him from the harsh environment. His parents had been taken by illness, leaving him to fend for himself in the wild. He had no home, no family, only the wilderness as his companion. For weeks, he had survived on whatever he could find: wild berries, rainwater collected in leaves, and the occasional scraps left behind by larger animals. His stomach growled, but hunger was something he had learned to endure. As night approached, he searched for shelter. The savanna was dangerous after dark. Hyenas, leopards, and even lions roamed freely. Tariq spotted a small cave nestled between two rocky hills and made his way toward it, hoping it would provide safety for the night. Just as he reached the entrance, a faint whimper caught his attention. He froze, listening carefully. The sound came from behind a fallen log nearby. Cautiously, he stepped forward and peered over the log. Lying there, curled up in a tight ball, was a tiny lion cub. Its fur was covered in dust, and its ribs were visible beneath its thin frame. The cub shivered, letting out another weak cry. Its mother was nowhere in sight, likely lost to the dangers of the wild. Tariq hesitated. A lion was a predator, a king of the savanna. But in the cub's eyes he saw something familiar: loneliness. Despite the risks, Tariq carefully reached out his hand. The cub flinched at first, but was too weak to resist. With slow, gentle movements, Tariq scooped it up into his arms. The cub was lighter than he expected, its small body barely weighing anything. He could feel its heartbeat against his chest. "You're just like me, aren't you?" Tariq whispered. "Alone." Determined to help, he carried the cub to his cave and laid it down on a soft patch of grass. He had no proper food for a lion, but he chewed on some fruits and let the cub lick the juice from his fingers. It wasn't much, but it was enough to keep it alive. As the days passed, Tariq nursed the cub back to health. He named it Zuberi, meaning strong in Swahili. Zuberi grew stronger each day, his playful nature returning as he stumbled around the cave. When Tariq ran, Zuberi chased him clumsily. When the boy sat under the shade, the cub curled up beside him, purring softly. They became inseparable. But the savanna was full of dangers, and one night that danger found them. The moon cast an eerie glow over the savanna as Tariq and Zuberi settled inside their cave. The night was calm, until a chilling sound shattered the silence. A pack of hyenas. Their eerie laughter echoed in the distance, growing closer. Tariq's heart pounded as he peeked outside. 5 hyenas circled the entrance, their glowing eyes locked onto him and Zuberi. Tariq grabbed a wooden staff, holding it tight. He knew he couldn't fight them all. A deep, low growl rumbled beside him. Zuberi, still young but growing, stood his ground. His small frame trembled, but his instincts were awakening. The lead hyena lunged forward, and in a flash, Zuberi pounced. He let out a fierce snarl, swiping at the hyena's face. The surprise attack made the hyena yelp and retreat. Tariq seized the moment. He waved his staff, shouting at the others. The combination of Zuberi's aggression and Tariq's defiance made the hyenas reconsider. Slowly, they backed away before disappearing into the night. Tariq turned to Zuberi, his hand shaking. "You protected me," he whispered, placing a hand on the lion's soft mane. That night, Tariq realized something. Zuberi wasn't just a cub anymore. He was becoming a true lion. As time passed, Zuberi grew stronger and more independent. He would disappear into the wild for hours, hunting small animals before returning to Tariq's side. But one morning, something felt different. Zuberi stood at the edge of their cave, looking out at the endless plains. His muscles were stronger, his frame larger. He was no longer a helpless cub, he was a lion, ready to take his place in the wild. Tariq walked up beside him, a lump in his throat. "You belong out there now," he said softly. Zuberi turned to him, his golden eyes filled with something unspoken, gratitude, loyalty, love. He let out a soft purr, nuzzling Tariq one last time. Then, with one final look, he stepped forward and disappeared into the wild. Tariq watched him go, tears in his eyes. Though their paths had separated, their bond would never fade. Every night as Tariq gazed at the stars, he knew that somewhere out there, Zuberi was watching over him,